This pick is my pick. This pick is your pick. Oh no, wait, that's my pick. Lawsuit! People become photographers for all different kinds of reasons. Some are breaking their itty-bitty hearts to capture the world's greatest wonders, while others like snapping smaller wonders.
The main thing to consider when taking a dick pic is, what do I want my penis to say?
Some are all about capturing the essence of truth.
La photographie, c'est la vérité. Et le cinéma, c'est 24 fois la vérité par seconde.
While others want to become famous photographers for alternative reasons.
The only guys is money and bitches, dude.
And yet, no matter the reason for why they got started in photography, photographers are always very protective of their work by jingo. And why shouldn't they be? Because it's their vision. They're just sharing it with us. Yet, in 2017, when information is everywhere and the online hordes could descend at any moment, people still steal photographs. It's like they're going, these are my genitals. I don't care for them. Kick them as hard as you can. And that makes no sense. Now, I'm not just talking about some 15-year-old snatching some dank memes for his COD Snapchat group. Professional photogs, well, I say professional photogs, are stealing entire websites from rivals. They're going to every single picture on the page, right-clicking, saving, posting it as their own. And before someone posts in the comments below about how watermarks are a useful deterrent against this, first off, yes, they are. They are very useful, but unless the person stealing your work is editing on a block of wood, or you're using more colors in your watermark than a Benetton ad,
weird colors,
they're going to slap that watermark right off your page faster than I can eat a pie. And I am a fat bastard. These uncredited snatches can be very irritating. I mean, we all know that. But they're not unfixable. You just send the right mail to the right person, issue a takedown notice, bam, bish bash bosh, sorted. That's just internet life in 2017. You know, we all have to admit that there are just going to be these unscrupulous little cretins who think they can get away with it. Oh, and Tyra Banks, and Karlie Kloss, and Gigi Hadid, and David Beckham, and Drake, and Chipotle, and Vogue, and Mango. But what splits them apart from you and me is that they're famous, they're brands, they're trendsetters. Well, maybe not Chipotle. But the point is that when one of these brands steals your work, you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be happy that your work got seen at all. And as I say that, it tastes like putrid arse gravy. But it is just true. The rules are different for the beautiful people. And that's how high society bum-fluff artists like Richard Prince managed to just steal in broad daylight. You know, he has made more money off of other people's work than Andy Warhol did back in the day in his New York equivalent of a Thai sweatshop. Prince, in 2015, took dozens of Instagrammers' works and just printed them out and sold them. Some for over $100,000, and that is without accreditation, compensation, anything.
You look at it and it makes you feel good.
Prince's defense was that he was merely taking screenshots of these works. They weren't the individual pieces, and therefore they were free to use. And technically, he was correct. Technically.
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
These exceptions exist so that creators can, flex their muscle. They can remix works, make it their own. It's why I'm able to make this commentary vid and use various assets. But there comes a point when the spirit of the law is being abused so much, it's basically being buggered with a cactus. I'm honestly surprised that the spirit of the law can feel anything down there. I mean, in the last year, Peter legitimately tried to steal the rights of a photograph from a monkey.
Monkey!
A bloody monkey, yes. The people for the ethical treatment of animals thought that a monkey's picture belonged to them. Real human photographer David Slater had been out shooting monkeys when Annie Apowitz grabbed his camera, snapped a picture of itself by mistake. Peter says that as the monkey's, spiritual guardian, the monkey's revenue should belong to them. Very handy, that, isn't it?
Hello, I like money.
If the logic of that case to you sounds bananas, it pales in comparison to the case of Highsmith in 2016. She is an American photographer, a celebrated American photographer who for close to 30 years captured America's essence in tens of thousands of images. She then donated all of them to the Library of Congress so that the entire public could enjoy America. Then she got sent a bill because image distributors like Getty Images and Alamy had been making bank off Highsmith's generosity. They had snatched 18,000 plus photos and put them on their website, charging for their use. When their image order detection software found her photos on her site, they sent her a letter demanding she pay up for them. Skipping ahead a bit, and Highsmith was, of course, suing their asses off to the tune of $1 billion.
Billion.
Now that sounds like a lot, but believe me, the mathematics and the legislations, it all adds up. Because even though Carol had, she'd given her works up for public use, this was different. This was a corporation profiting off of decades of blood, sweat, and tears that Carol had put in for the American people. And she was gonna make them pay for it. No! Of course she lost. Of course she lost. The court ruled that by giving away her works to the Library of Congress, they were fully public domain and could be used by anyone, anywhere, how. And just like the works of William Shakespeare and Mark Twain, companies could repackage them and republish them to their heart's content. Even though, unlike those dead guys who'd been dead for 100 years plus, she was standing there alive and well, asking them to stop doing it. But they didn't have to, because they were technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
Your image rights are precious, and you should fight for them tooth and nail. Not just for your rights, but for the image rights of other people. You should help organizations like StopStealingPhotos.com. You should petition against companies who are misusing photos to make millions. You should call out those people who take photos, pretend they're their own work, and get praised for it. You should be fighting against them because maybe you can make a change.
I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!"
Don't get me wrong, no, you're not gonna win. No, you'll never win. I mean, not unless you're insanely rich or powerful. I mean, maybe get them taken down temporarily, but you'll never win. They always win. Yeah, a bit depressing that, but guess those dick pics aren't gonna watermark themselves?